Welcome back, everybody. It's Paul Maglev here with another episode of Train Mechanic Simulator 2017. And guess where we are? We're still in the steam locomotive shed, but we're up over here where we can basically just walk up here for no reason whatsoever. I don't know why that's a feature, but apparently it is. And there's no brand name for the synthetic oil, it just says synthetic oil. Got some stuff over there. But today we're going to take a look at the last 5 jobs for the steam locomotive shed. Parts carrying energy from the pistons to the wheels in a steam engine are worn out. Repairs needed for the locomotive to get back on route. Okay, so we'll go and take that job straight away. Okay. And there was one thing I noticed here, just getting ready to record the session. I noticed this fan blade is completely inverted. And it's rotating in the wrong direction. So instead of pushing air towards you, it's dragging air away from you. Because these blades are facing the wrong way, and when you look at it from the side, you can clearly see... Oh, is it facing the wrong way? I thought it was facing the wrong way. Hold on a sec. Never mind. Oh, yeah, wait a minute. Yeah, it does kind of look like it's going the wrong way. Anyway. Let's get straight to it. There's a bunch of stuff that needs to be taken care of, and I think the first thing we'll need to do is just take a look at this over here. We'll take this bit out. So how's it going? Not much has really changed, really, to be quite honest. What was the last thing I said in the previous episode? I don't think I recall anything special happening, and a bunch of weird stuff happened on the weekends, like the shipping container ship that rammed into a destroyer or something. One of our destroyers, like... Since when does that happen? I really don't know. It's just too weird. Everything this year has been just too weird. Like... I don't know how to articulate and explain how everything that I've come to expect from the world around me has basically been turned on its head. Aside from actually saying it just like that. But I feel that there's a better way of saying it. Because it just feels like up is down, cats are chasing dogs, and a bunch of other stuff, but I guess I should have seen this coming. In hindsight, but I obviously didn't. Can I take this off? No, I have to go to the boiler. Just hop on over here. Oh, we don't need to take any bolts off for it? Well, that's weird. Take this out as well. Anything else? Oh, no, I'm going the wrong way. But everything's alright with this locomotive. Everything that needs to be repaired will be easily fixed. And then we'll be able to get straight back to it. Over the last 48 hours I've been trying to replicate in Lego a certain type of steam locomotive, not your average steam locomotive, because this one's a steam-powered trolley. I know I mentioned this previously, but now I can say in more detail that what I specifically wanted to emulate was a little steam trolley called the Coffee Pots, affectionately, and it's part of the Peachy Reachy Railway of Australia, a living museum where they have one of the last of its kind on Earth. For that steam trolley prototype, and it was made in, what was it, 1906? Citation needed. But I realized it was a lot more difficult than I first thought. And now I'm just going to have to do something a little bit more generic. Something a little inspired by some other steam-powered trolleys and the like. I think I just put something over there on the other side. And I was able to do it from this side, apparently. No, let's zoom out a bit more. Okay. That's better. There's a few more pieces to plop back in. Stick this back in, and I think all we have to do is just get to the pistons over here. And we should be able to install some of the last pieces. Put the control arm back. Cross brace lever. Put this in. Oh, I think I noticed what I'm missing. I need to put those large components related to the wall shirts valve gear in place. Yeah, that's better. And apparently we don't have to screw any bolts in for that, for some reason. Okay. Is that all of it? Oh, that's all of it. But you're gonna be in for a treat today because our last objective in the engine shed is going to be a huge overhaul. That much I can certainly tell you with great confidence. And then I'll probably nitpick it down to the bare bones in terms of the logic behind it. We received a report of a locomotive that got stuck on the mountain pass. Go there and tow it to the workshop. Okay. We'll go and do that then. Okay, I think I have the audio synced up again, so we should be able to go straight to the mountain pass. I forgot to mention one of the things that'll be special about this episode is that I'm just going to take all the music from the YouTube library that I've been using in previous episodes, and I'm just going to mash it all together in some way, shape, or form. In some sort of random order so that there's going to be no rhyme or reason to it. The reason for that is because I feel like this might be the last episode of this series, because I've got like another 8 episodes under my belt. And I wasn't entirely sure how much more people wanted to see. If people want to see more of this instead of me going on to another series entirely, that's fine, but I need your input on that because I really can't tell what you want until the statistics come back in for each video, and partly it's based on what I feel's right as well, not just what other people want as well, because I need to strike a balance between what I want to make and what people want to see. I think we need to turn this way. Yeah, that should do it. And then we'll be able to head straight back. Yeah, I think that should do it. I really wish I was able to see the movements of the locomotive, the steam locomotive behind us, but the camera doesn't zoom out enough for that. At least to see it decently. I feel like there was something really important I also wanted to mention as well. I'm not entirely sure what it is. I just know that it's been a really weird weekend. At least in the news cycles. I think personally at home, the only thing we've experienced here is an excessive amount of heat. Because it's starting to finally feel like summer. Because for the last 2 months, it didn't feel like it was getting as warm as it did during the last 5 years of drought we had back in California. So it was really hard to make or get an idea of what to expect this year, because this is like one of the wettest years that we've seen in a while. I might have mentioned previously that part of my town kind of flooded over. If I hadn't already. The piston tanks became unsealed. Task income, $100. Replace the nozzles, the pipes connecting it to the piston tanks. Okay. So we should be able to do that in short order. Go take a look over here. Gonna take this bit out because we have to take all these components out before we do anything else. Gonna need to take a connecting rod out, and I'll probably do that for the other side as well, just to save myself the trouble. Last week was E3, and I really didn't say much about it because I really didn't have it on my mind. But apparently this time around it wasn't like last year's E3, which apparently is just the Electronic Entertainment... What does it stand for again? Electronics Entertainment Expo? But there were some expectations that had been... what was I going to say? There were some expectations that we all came in with, apparently, or that everyone came in with, and apparently a lot of people were surprised by some of the outcomes because organizations and companies that had been known to disappoint us previously in the gaming industry managed to get they were able to get themselves together enough to actually show off instead of just talk about what was really going to be the kinds of things they were going to release. And on a tangential note, this nozzle pipe is hard to see here. But it's there and we need to take it out before we can take the pistons out. And I mention that because I think that's something that needs to be addressed in order to improve the game. We'll get back to those pipes that are heading over to the nozzle. We'll do it on the other side. No, can I want to focus over here, please. Thank you. Oh, I think I took all the nozzles out that I wanted to. I mean, the pipes. So I'll be able to pull this out, right? Right? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I'm gonna have to take the smoke box out then. Which is going to require me to take some extra pieces off. Can't take these handles off from here? Well, at least it counted for both sides. Oh, wrong keys. I'm trying to get an idea of how to take this thing off. I know I was able to... Oh, there is a pipe I missed. There was definitely a pipe I missed. Okay, I think I should be able to take this out now. The animation for that is so silly. So we should be able to repair all these components on this workbench. And everything will be good to go in that respect. Were there any other updates? I know some bad things happened last week, and I don't want to talk about them. One of them apparently turned out to be a local news story that became a national news story that was kind of sitting on the back burner because of another news story that I dare not speak of. Gonna pop this back in. We'll be able to pop this in. And then we'll be able to put all the pipes back together around this entire assembly. But yeah, last week was kind of crazy, but this week, I'm not so sure. It's only Tuesday, and things don't seem as crazy as they did previously. Gonna need to plonk this back in. I'm trying to wonder if there was anything else I overlooked, because there really isn't much that I can really think of at the moment that I really wanted to update everybody on. I feel like I need to add something else. Yes, all these pipes need to come back. All the pipes. Need to put this one in. Nope. Please, 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 please. Thank you. And we should be able to put the other pipe back in. And then we'll be able to stick this pipe where it belongs, and I think our inventory... No, our inventory is not empty yet. Have to put these rods back in. Okay, and then we should be able to get back to the smoke box and place that bell back on. Because for some reason I thought I had to take the entire smoke box off just to get that little piece off. And we'll be able to finish that order fairly easily enough. And then we'll be able to make a beeline straight back to the office. The rear wheel axle and the locomotive broken, damaged the wheel and the suspension. Make repairs. Also check if other wheels on the locomotive... Oh, wait. Also check if other wheels of the locomotive have not been damaged. Remember to also check the axles. I feel like it's not necessarily a double negative, but it just doesn't sound right in English. So we'll go and accept that. There's a bunch of wheels that need to be fixed, of course. But we're gonna start back here on the trailing wheels of the trailing truck. Which will be simple enough. Then we'll be able to take these wheels off and this axle out. And over here, let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna have to take all this off. No, I hate when I have to take the small connector out. Brake caliper. Ooh. This piece needs to be taken out. We'll need to go to the other side. Oh dear, oh dear. We're gonna have to take all of this out. And you'll see why momentarily after I take these pieces out. Take this off. Take this off. Okay. So it's not very obvious to see, but over here this leaf spring is completely worn out, so we'll have to take that out. We'll also have to take this out, along with its leaf spring. Oh dear, this axle's completely messed up. Gonna need to take these brake calipers out. Yeah, this entire thing is a complete mess. Just trying to figure out if there's any... Oh yes, there was something I overlooked. I need to take this out. And then we'll be able to take this off, and I think that should be it, hopefully. But a lot of that was critically damaged, so we're gonna have to go and fix that up. I feel like this is just sort of quiet before the storm. Like, I know something's coming up, but I just can't remember what exactly it is. Not in the game, but in my personal life. I think it's because it's the end of June. It's actually the 20th. And I think next month is in July, my summer session starts. And maybe it's just kind of dawned on me how little time I have left to fool around and goof off. And I don't want to be in that kind of position. Why can't I just have my everlasting summer? Minus the excessive heat. We'll be able to plop these back in. I've noticed my eyes have been twitchy over the last few months. I'm not entirely sure what that's the result of. I think I'm just nervous for some reason. And that's just one of the ways that it's starting to show up. But I just kind of think it's ridiculous. Primarily because I'm used to other manifestations of anxiety, I guess. That should do it. I know there's something else that needs to be put back here. That's better. More brake shoes. So many brake shoes. I'm wondering what I'm going to do next, though. Because I know I have a list of other games that I've got that I want to address, that are train related, that I want to showcase. There's a bunch of other games that I can't because of hardware limitations that I mentioned previously. Repair the rear wheel axle. I knew I forgot something. Let's slip back over here. When I was recording the Walschaerts valve gear functioning for one of the previous episodes in this series, I think it was episode 8, I pulled out one of my locomotives from the collection. I think it was the Daylight Express, the 484 Northern. Oh, right. Gotta sign off on this. And I remembered how it didn't quite function as well as it could, due to some structural issues that I had encountered previously, where the drive wheels would basically just kind of detach themselves, and they would just like come apart, and I'm not entirely sure what to do about that. But for some reason it worked out fine when I tried to record that. The steam engine has a problem with steam leaking from the smoke box. Check the condition of the smoke box and all the pipes and parts that are attached to it. Okay. So we're gonna need to take a bunch of pieces off, and I'm totally cool with that. Disassembly away! Gonna need to take all these bits and pieces off. Oh, I didn't know that external pipe was gonna have any issues. Can I come over here, please? Thank you. No, I still can't take this off. I need to go to the front to take these headlights off and the whistle. Speaking of which, do I have enough money laying around to actually upgrade? Yes, I do! So now I should be able to take things off a lot faster. Oh yes, this is so much better. It'll make doing other jobs in the other shops that I haven't done yet a lot easier. Then I'll be able to take this off. No, I have to go over to the boiler to take it off because game logic. Boiler is looking fine, the pipes not so much. Can't I? Oh, I have to take that off from the front apparently. That's ridiculous. Where am I at? Oh right, I'm at the boiler. It's not surprising in the slightest. Should be able to take these nozzles out. I can't take that off yet. Take the compressor pipe off. Nozzle pipe. Other nozzle pipe. I should be able to take all these pieces off. Oh, I think I did realize one thing though. I remembered the other day, I was looking for something I saw on Flickr. Apparently there's a large adult fan of LEGO community there on that website where people showcase the designs that they have and all that good stuff. And I noticed one photograph had a piece that I hadn't seen before. I wasn't sure if it was custom made or something else, but I tried looking around. I found it, but I thought I did. I thought I found it on Bricklink. Oh, right. I thought I found it on Bricklink, but apparently I didn't. It was a large wheel that could have been used as a drive wheel for making custom steam locomotives. Can I take this off, please? Oh. I have to go over there. Why do I have to take this off? It makes absolutely no sense. Shouldn't it be part of it in the first place? I think I took all the pipes off, so I should be able to get back over here. Oh, no. Still have to take these large connecting rods off. Then I'll be able to go over here and take all the other pieces off. We'll be able to take this off, this off. Apparently I didn't need to take this pipe out. And then we'll be able to finally take out this smoke box. Oh, there's another glitch here. For some reason the boiler is just this solid geometric shape, instead of having the large network of pipes that would be running through the boiler usually in a real steam locomotive. I think that's one of the other things that needs to get improved. They could have at least added a texture to hint at the fact that there was a large network of pipes that's supposed to be there, carrying the steam and getting the water to boil up and all that jazz. But apparently the developers hadn't done that. They had not done that like they should have. I think the same issues with the smoke box as well, as we see it revolving here. Yeah, it doesn't have an opening in the back like it's supposed to. It also doesn't have openings in the front either to get to the smoke box to clean it out. So let's go back to that installation mode, and we should be able to just pop all these little pieces back together. Though they aren't that little, really, but you get the idea. Be able to stick these back. Stick that back. Plop this in. I think the other thing I was thinking about was the fact that on Bricklink I had been reminded that there was one set, the LEGO train set, that I hadn't gotten, and it was the Horizon Express. I wanted to get 2 of those so I could have them linked together end to end. Like the TGV passenger train it was inspired by. And I would have been totally cool with that, but like I said, I'm trying to conserve on cash because I don't have a steady income. And there are some things that I would really love to do in my spare time outside of school that are very personal that I won't go into, but long story short, they aren't the kinds of things that... What are they? What kinds of things are they? They're the kinds of things that I don't have the approval of in my own household. So I'll just have to do it somewhere else, and I just... How do I explain without giving too much detail? Because that seems to be the conundrum that I've got. Because I know there's something on my chest that I need to get off. But long story short, there are some things that I needed to do that I can't do in my own house because I don't have everyone's approval, so I have to go out and do it somewhere else. And that's just the, that's the most oversimplified way of saying it. And the problem is I don't have any basic means of income, really. So I'm just kind of stuck. I might have found one way to do it, but I'm not entirely certain. Did I forget something? Let's check the... Oh, yes, I did forget something. That's better. And then we should be able to put this in. I've lost my focus. All I know is that everything's been put back together and we should be good to go. And this recording session's been a bit longer than I expected it to be. But we're going to wrap up as best as we can because we've got one last job to do in the engine shed here. And that is job 25. There was a problem, there was an explosion in the boiler of a steam engine. The boiler itself, as well as the surrounding components, require major repairs. A large part of the instruments and piping in the cabin also require repairs. Oh, I forgot to hit the accept button. Oh, I thought we'd actually have to go out. So we got all these things to fix. And we're just going to do... we're gonna do that right now. Yeah, this doesn't look good. If you've actually seen or heard about what actually happens when a boiler explosion takes place in a steam locomotive, I will certainly tell you it's not going to look like this. In fact, you probably wouldn't have a locomotive left after a boiler explosion because it's an explosion. with all that pressure and heat, and when that happens, there's just no going back from that. In all honesty, I feel like there's something else that needs to be fixed over here. I remember hearing about this one incident out in Texas back in the 19th century that really got out of hand. There was a boiler explosion that was so violent that components of the boiler itself were found over a mile away from where the explosion took place. And I think the people who were operating the locomotive at the time didn't survive, if my memory is correct, because, you know, it's a boiler explosion. That stuff is how do you say? It's so violent that basically there wouldn't be an excuse to actually survive, and there'd be no escape. I think it's funny that this is all solid as well. Anyway, back to getting all these extra pipes out. So we got all these... Oh, nope, we gotta get rid of these pipes too. This pipe set, this pipe set. So many pipes. And then we're able to take this out without regarding all of the connecting rods attached to it for some reason. I'm gonna take a closer look up over here because there's some things that need to be taken care of. No, I can't take that off yet, but we'll need to take this off. Actually, do I need to take the smoke box off in order to actually get this off? Hold on a sec, let me check. There's something that needs to be taken off, and it's this brace handle over here. I wish I was able to zoom over there. Oh, it's this piece here. Can I take this off, please? Nope. Can I take it off now? The brace handle's part of the boiler. I can't focus on that. Oh, now I can take it off. That's better. And then we're able to take the whole boiler out. Apparently we don't need to take the smoke box out. And then we'll be able to miraculously repair a boiler that should have been disintegrated and put it all back together in nothing flat. Yay, we did it! There was only a 66% chance of success in repairing that for some reason. But what was I talking about previously? Something to do with moving out. Or the need to do that, and the impossibility of doing so. But I thought I had found a way, but I don't think it's going to work out. Because it's like all my other harebrained schemes, they're kinda stupid. And as a result of that, I just won't articulate on it any further, to be quite honest. So we got all those pieces fixed up, and we should be able to put everything back. We're gonna need to take this back. Put it back. No, I don't want that. I want to get to here. That wasn't as expensive an item as I thought it was going to be. But then again, it's just metal. Take a peek on this side. Get these throttle rods attached. Get these compressors, even though I think they're technically reservoirs. I don't know why it's called that. Did I write that down on the list of things that I wanted to criticize about this game, that I wanted to see improvements on? I don't know, I'll have to check. I can't use a Control F function on a piece of paper. Though I really wish I could at this point because I've taken it for granted so much when making documents, because nowadays I don't actually write them, I type them. And it makes things a lot easier for me. There's another piece missing over here. Yeah, I suspected there was another piece over there. Let's take a quick glimpse over here. Gonna need to put this back. Put the bell back on. I feel like there's something else that needs to be put back. I think that should do it. Oh, there's a pipe up here I also need to put back. Oh, I have to put it back on both sides. For some reason I thought they were going to be stuck together somehow. Don't know why, don't know how, I just did. So we'll be able to get back to these pipes over here. Pipe set 2, pipe set 1. Then we'll go back over here and do the same thing. There is one thing I can update you on, and that is the master bathroom's finally done. Yay! Now I don't have to worry about 4 people using my bathroom. Which is nice. And I feel like they repair the damaged parts in the cabin. Did I not do that? Let's check the inventory. Yeah, I still have to go and put those pieces back. Gonna need to stick the piping back in as well. There we go. Pipe set 6 for some reason looks like a giant tank instead of an actual network of pipes. Not entirely sure why that's the case. Was there anything else that needed to be put back? Oh. I seem to have forgotten a connecting brace. Not entirely sure how I missed that. I think the other update was that the cornbread that I had made for myself finally expired. It just didn't taste right. And I don't want to get sick or anything, so I just had to let the poor thing go. So there's... oh. What am I missing? Repair the damaged parts in the cabin. Didn't I already do that? What else could be broken in the cabin that I overlooked? Because nothing seems that out of place. Oh. I knew I forgot something. Oh, who am I kidding? I didn't. This is probably broken as well. Just test all the other pipes attached to it just for the sake of convenience. Let's go back to the first game mode, the uninstall mode. We'll be able to take this out. Then we'll be able to take these out. And then we'll be able to take this pipe out. I keep overlooking these things. I normally don't do that. Let's hop back over here. repair these bits and pieces and all that jazz. Oh, that was quick. Simple pimple! And then we should be able to head back straight over here. And go and install these components back. Get this pipe back in. Okay. I'll be able to stick this back along with this and this. And I think that should be it. Yeah, that's it. So we... oh. What do you mean? Repair damaged person. What is left in the cabin that hasn't been addressed? Like... now I feel like I need to thoroughly test every single individual component just to be sure it's working. Because this is getting ridiculous. And my voice is going out. Which is fantastic. So all these pieces seem fine. What am I missing? Because all these pieces look fine to me. Everything's checking out so far. Everything in the cabin is working the way it's supposed to be. As far as I can tell. I've tested almost literally everything. Oh. I missed a spot. Can I focus over here? Thank you. And there's a few more valves I haven't taken care of. Can't believe I overlooked such a tiny little piece. But I'm still going to be checking all these components just to be extra sure. Oh, yeah, I can't test that from here. Okay, no, I want to go to the uninstall mode. Take this single piece out and we should be able to just make it all nice and functional again. That should do it. And then we'll be able to stick it back in and this locomotive will be ready for the rails once again, even though physically that wouldn't be possible in real life. Okay, so we've got everything taken care of the way we were supposed to. We can finally finish off on that order. Oh dang, it's been almost an hour of recording. Obviously that's going to be reduced or cut down. But for all intents and purposes, I think we're finished. Thank you for playing the game! Yay! But yeah, that is Train Mechanics Simulator 2017. And I guess that's going to be pretty much it, unless you want to see some more episodes, because we still have some more jobs to do in the diesel-electric locomotive shed and the electric locomotive shed. If you want to see that, please leave some comments in the section below the video to answer the essential question of whether or not you want to actually see that, and other sorts of things like that. And I guess that's gonna be it for this episode, so I will see you in the next video, and until then, take care, stay awesome, stay true to yourself, and remember to never give up. Bye, everybody.